Yo, Clemson Tiger Nation, you haven't heard? Your boy Murf Baldwin, top billing sports, about to shake the Southland with www.patreon.com/all-in for Clemson. For only 5 little ones, you can get those quality breakdowns, recruiting news and chatter, as well as a dope scheming personnel podcast right to your email. This is official like a referee with a whistle. That's www.patreon.com/all-in for Clemson. Let's get it.
Top billing.
All right, Tiger Nation. Make sure you get on patreon.com/all-in for Clemson to get much more in-depth analysis on this. A lot more detailed variety work podcasts and everything of the sort available there for just $5. So I'm only going to give quick type stuff here on the YouTube. All right, so check this out, man. FSU, I see, is the king of the screen for the simple fact that I think it's good play design because the offensive line is absolutely horrific. I don't see too many players along that offensive line, maybe at the center. But other than that, man, everybody's bunnies to me. But they do a great job of running the screen game. You see a lot of these bunch formations, a lot of these stack formations as well. But this is a pretty good one right here that you have to pay attention to. Quad screen right here, quick hitter. You got 3 blockers in front of the tight end here. So think about that. But check this out. This, to me, is a run-pass option. I hate that damn word. I hear it too much, RPO. But, man, this is a pass tag on the back of a run call because if you look at the blocking here, this is run blocking. You have a pull from the tackle right here. This could very well be in the future if they're able to get a quarterback, maybe a quarterback with a little bit more mobility than DeAndre Francois. That right there will be a counter. He'd be running a counter coming back this way right here. Counter step. He's following right there. And, man, that will be against what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers, really. Kind of got a overhang right here, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers on the line of scrimmage there, and the quarterback counts as his own kind of deal right there because you got the spacing out here. You're covering this. You got 4-on-4 technically, but how quick can this guy get over to defend? So this is pretty much an extension of the run game, but that's definitely a pass tag on the back of a run call right there. And we see it right there. Nasty. Got a pull. Got a lead by the other tackle. So a tackle and tackle kind of lead deal right there if it were kind of play. But they're able to manufacture a little bit of yards out of it. So they will go to the screen game quite often, especially against a team like we see here with Miami, who has a really good pass rush, but Clemson, who has the ultimate pass rush, and you probably can't run the ball on them either. So watch out for the screen. All right, very similar deal right here. You have what we call double stacks. So pretty much when you see these stack formations, you definitely have to watch for some type of screen pass. But they do some stuff out of that as well, man. You'll see them go back downfield after the screen pass. So they'll keep you alert. You got to defend all quadrants of the field dealing with this Florida State team because they like to push the ball vertically, but they don't have necessarily the offensive line to get that. You would think in the future when they get a little bit better offensive linemen in there from recruiting that the scheme could work a little bit better. But right now, I think they are playing with their hands tied behind their backs. Very talented team, but I think this is a bad matchup going against Clemson right here. If you see right here, Miami reads it well. The nickel player right here, not fooled at all. And coming off the line, and they're not able to get to him, and he just breaks up the tunnel right there. All right, here's another one. They have a nice screen package with the tight end here, Trey McKitty, who is a hell of an athlete. The tell on this right here, being someone who played second level, played linebacker, rover, played on the back end as well, third level, strong safety. But the tells on this is you see the guards immediately releasing into the play. So this is almost like a good fake screen because DeAndre Francois right now is expecting this particular lineman to climb up to the second level. So boom, block, climb up to the second level. Make sure you get that weak side inside linebacker right there. But man, he doesn't get to him, and the guy just runs the lane. Michael Pinckney, great play recognition right there. Hell of a player. Not good execution on FSU's part. So a lot of the reasons why you see those type of screen passes, like I said before, look at the snap to launch time right here. Look at the tackles here. I think that FSU were playing some of these tackles in the pinch right here. I think there'd be a little bit more continuity after the last game that they played. So it may be a little different here, but I doubt it. Probably not much. But if you see this right here, look how quick these ends are able to get to DeAndre Francois. It's 2.4 seconds, man. What can you do with that? Especially if you're sitting there like Miami was in zone and they're trying to get the ball downfield. It's in 2.4 seconds, man. That's not enough time to kind of read and react. Right now, he would need to really just climb up in the pocket and be able to deliver to a receiver starting to break open, I read right here on the dig. But just not enough time, man. All right, we see FSU pulling both of his guards right here. I'm not sure if this was going to be some type of power run there to get Francois out on the edges here. I can't tell if there's a receiver over here to the left side of the screen. But, man, if you look at the quick pressure right here, left tackle's unable to reach to get a block, and then the help he's getting from the pulling guard here on a skip block, cross gap block right here, is not able to help, man, and Francois runs right into a sack. So I guess there was no receiver over there, so this was probably going to be some type of QB counter if they could have got it, if you can tell by the way the lineman is sealing right here. So unique play design there, but poor execution again. All right, I already think that Clemson is going to have the premier passing attack in the entire country, and it's very well on its way doing it right now. If you think of scheme mixed with personnel, with the plethora of receivers and its ability to work in now some athletic tight ends, Braden Galloway, guys like that. However, I think that Clemson still is going to have to be able to run the ball, and it was running the ball, to me, perhaps the best in the country prior to the NC State game. But we see right here what initially is going to be kind of your pin and pull action right here. But, man, look at the line right here. There's no push off of this right here. There's nobody seems to be attacking right here. You have a kind of a OH pull right here. Not necessarily a read. It could be a read out the back door right there. You see the approaching field defender right there, but just the power portion of this should actually work if there were push. Now look at this right here. It was designed perfectly. It's just that interior execution. Because if you see right here, man, your boy Tavian Feaster's got some wheels and he could be off to the races. But, man, the line of scrimmage is still intact. You need to blow these guys off the snap and be sitting in their laps, sitting in the second level linebackers' laps by blowing the line of scrimmage up. But I didn't necessarily see that in the game against NC State. All right, kind of same deal right here. But on this particular zone replay, if you look at it right there, Lawrence was kind of slow played, so he ended up making the wrong decision right there. So nothing big on that. Trevor will get better at that. And if we saw in the NC State game, he has some wheels. People need to respect his legs as well, because he can straight tote that rock, like I said before the season started. Here we go. Wrong right there. He could have came out the back door and tried to beat this defender to the sideline. All right, I say that because FSU has one of the best run defenses in the entire country, along with Miami and along with Clemson, of course. So I want to see able to run the ball against teams who can defend against the run no matter what. Clemson should be able to execute what it wants, when it wants, no matter the competition. And that's how you know that next step is taken. And I believe they're on their way right now. Right, so check this out here. Miami's working out of the stretch, but look at the abstinence here by Florida State. You see the middle right there breached. The edge is sealed. Backside is good by a couple of defenders right there. Josh Kando, number 13, and Jaden Woodby as well, who could help out if he determined that there was a need for some backside help right there. But man, everybody's right there. There's really nowhere to go. Check it out right there. All gaps filled. Even Woodby right here could come and help in this particular void if there were to be a cutback. So there you have it, man. Just some quick things to look for in the Clemson game against Florida State. I expect Clemson to pull away from these boys. FSU is a very talented team. This should be a great rivalry in the future again. I want to see it get back to being that, where they both made each other extremely good. But right now, Clemson is just too talented and just clicking on all cylinders, where I feel like FSU is still kind of adjusting to the new scheme, and they need to get players to fit that particular scheme, especially on offense. So we'll see. Could be a nice defensive battle for a little bit, but Clemson should pull away. But I'm about to pull away from y'all. You want to see me? Get to patreon.com/allinforclemson for Clemson with just $5 to get you in the door, right? $5, you get podcasts, film breakdowns, get to chat with your boy Murf, the underground king here, top billing sports, and have a good old time. All right. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I am out.
What more can I say? Top billing.